morning, sailors. It's Monday, June 23rd. That means it's the first day of Storm Tricer Club's 31st Block Island Race Week. Today is North Sails Race Day, and just a reminder that should you need any repairs this week with overnight service, the North Sails Loft is located in the Block Island Marine Institute on Ocean Avenue. Each morning this week, at about this time, we will be bringing you the McMichael Weather Briefing presented by SeaTactics Chelsea Freas. Before we get to Chelsea, here's a word about McMichael Yacht Yards Brokers, who are making possible these daily weather updates. McMichael Yacht Yards Brokers has sales offices in Mamaroneck and Huntington, New York, as well as Newport, Rhode Island, and coming soon to Annapolis. McMichael has been servicing the sailing community from their two Mamaroneck yards since 1938. Being experienced sailors themselves, McMichael appreciates the importance of knowing what weather conditions you will be facing as you exit the Great Salt Pond each morning. They also appreciate the need to have the right boat in the right condition to sail and power to and from Block Island. McMichael continues to be a leading J-Boats dealer, as well as offering Hansa and Daler yachts to New York, New England, and Chesapeake yachtsmen. Plus, McMichael continues to be the place to take your MJM yacht for service, warranty work, or restoration. Now here's Chelsea.
Thanks, Buttons, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to your weather briefing for Monday. The big picture weather this morning shows we have a cold front that has just pushed through New England. It's a really, really weak front, so we have very light winds behind it, and it's basically going to kind of sit offshore and just stall out here. And it is helping us a little bit with our sea breeze today, so we are going to expect a sea breeze should form this afternoon. Currently, our satellite picture, this is from just a little while ago, we can see there's a little bit of high clouds coming in. It's going to be really sunny today, so we're not going to have too much in the way of clouds, but there was a little fog around this morning that's just starting to kind of burn off, and we're expecting the fog to generally stay away today, although some of the models indicate we could be flirting with a little bit of fog offshore that might just kind of be just south of Block, so that may be hanging around a little bit later. It may surge back in later today, so we'll keep an eye on that and see if it fully burns off or if we're kind of flirting with just the edge of fog that's just a little bit offshore today. But regardless, the sun is going to be out for most of the day, and it is quite warm out there. If we take a look at the humidities, it's been really kind of muggy, obviously, with the fog, but even just without the fog, it is a warm and muggy day. So 97, 88, 86% humidities at Block this morning, and it'll probably just still kind of feel warm and muggy today. We do have a warm layer of air that's coming in aloft, and it's creating an inversion, and which basically just means that winds are going to be a little bit lighter at the surface, and as you go up in the atmosphere, they increase a little bit, so there's a little bit of wind shear. And I'll talk about that in a second, but currently the wind speeds right now this morning all the way across New England are pretty much single digits, very light. The winds are a little bit west-northwest out here, and we're expecting just a little bit of that northwest to come towards Block, which is going to help us for our sea breeze. Basically, it's going to be a backing and increasing sea breeze this afternoon. So anytime there's a little westerly in the wind, that's helpful for the sea breeze when it's from this direction. So taking a look at just kind of the bigger picture forecast today, I've got white and green circles up top, blue circle a little bit more offshore at the bottom. You can see it's going to be a little bit of a slow start, right? And single digits, remember that inversion is keeping wind speeds pretty low. So it's going to start off as kind of west, backing around into southwest, eventually becoming a little bit more south-southwest as it gradually builds. But again, slower build today, and generally on the light side, even in the afternoon, I have max wind speeds hanging out around maybe 10 or 11 knots max today. So again, that inversion that we have is going to basically make it seem like there's higher winds just aloft. So maybe even at masthead, wind speeds are seeming a little bit higher than they are right at the surface of the water. Waters are colder, very top layer of surface of the water, and the air there is colder. And so that wind shear may be a factor today. And this inversion is keeping us from really building to a quite strong sea breeze today, I think. Then let's take a quick look at how we're going to go through the next few hours, 12 p.m. You can see, I think it's going to build first more towards the mainland and then gradually build southward. So I have higher wind speeds for the white circle and the green circle, and then blue circle should be just a little bit lighter today and take a little bit longer for it to build. But here around 12 p.m. we're still in the building phase, so it's still only about 7 or 8 knots, maybe a little lighter at times. As we get to 2 p.m. we see that it is starting to build. It's gone more southerly, and we're getting up to maybe 10 knots or so. I think that's probably top end for the top circles, and still a little bit lighter at the blue circle. 4 p.m. it's gradually built in everywhere. Everywhere should be hopefully up around 10, 11 knots. Again, that's kind of the max today. There is only a very, very, very slight chance that we might see above that, and that inversion would have to basically disappear or break, which I don't think is likely today. So that's what we've got for wind speeds, and I hope everyone has a great day today. We will talk to you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Chelsea. Here's today's Block Island Race Week fun fact. In the 60s and early 70s, there was no regatta tent. Rather, everybody just congregated in the Champlain Circle, where, get this, only one flavor of liquor was served each night. Scotch, rum, gin, vodka, and bourbon. Yes, there was beer and wine, but if you weren't, say, a Scotch drinker, that might not have been your night. Thankfully, things have changed. Okay, sailors, come back tomorrow at this time for McMichael's weather briefing, and tune in at 0900 every morning for daily announcements from the race committee.